so much for joining me today. My name is Krista, and I am here to do a Celtic Reiki healing on you. Today, we are going to do a Celtic Reiki healing that helps promote discernment, balance, and contentment by working with each of the three major dantians and putting in healing for each of those ideals into each dantian. To go ahead and begin, I'm going to ask that you please take a deep breath in through your nose, hold at the top of the breath, and then let your breath out slowly through your mouth. We can do it together if you like. I usually like to do a 4-4-8 count. So if you will, let's go ahead and breathe in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top of the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. And release through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. Breathe in. Go ahead and resume breathing at your normal pace. But at any point, if you are feeling stress or tension, feel free to take in a deep, relaxing breath and exhale slowly through your mouth. Also, feel free to let out a sigh or any noise that your body is trying to release as you breathe out. And to begin, I am going to do a little light spray up and down your body with some Florida water in order to do some cleansing before we get started. And then to accompany that Florida water cleanse, I'm going to do a little bit of the rain stick up and down your body in order to get some of that feeling of a cleansing, watery rain. Then we are going to go ahead and ground and also balance on each side before we begin to help us get rooted and protected and safe in this safe space for healing. I'm going to take these black and white yin and yang stones and run them down each side of your body for balance. So starting up over the head and down and around your head. Down the sides of your body, promoting that balance of yin and yang energies all down the body, down under the feet, and then around the feet, switching the stones to the other side to get that proper balance of the yin and yang energies. heart space, pulling out any toxic, negative, harmful, unhealthy energy that you are ready to let go of in order to make room for the Celtic Reiki healing today. And then moving it down the top of the body into the chest and clearing the heart center, the middle dantian, of any of that energy that is not helpful and taking up room where we want to clear space for today's Reiki. Removing what isn't going to serve you and what you are ready to let go of. And then moving down to the lower part of the body, into the base where the lower dantian is, towards your root. Removing anything that is not serving your higher purpose that you're ready to let go of in order to create space to put in this Celtic healing today. Moving it out through the bottom of the feet in order to give this excess energy that is not needed to Mother Earth for her to transmute into energy that is positive and helpful and useful and loving. And then placing my hands above both of your feet to really ground you and steady you into this healing today. Imagine your roots growing into the earth, solidly anchoring with the root system beneath you in order to connect with all of the trees and living things growing out of the ground, joining their network that helps support you, that helps ground you, that protects you. And then I'm going to use my pendulum to check in with each of your dantians to see if they need healing, and if so, what kind. Checking in with this upper dantian. Is it blocked? Yes. Is it overactive? Okay, yes, the upper dantian is overactive, so we will be working to remove some of the overactivity going on here. I'm just placing each stick in a direction that helps me remember. Okay, then moving into the middle dantian, the heart space, checking in. Does this dantian need healing? Yes. Is it overactive? Yes. So, it's overactive. We're going to work to remove some excess energy from there as well. And for the lower dantian, does this dantian need healing? Is it blocked? Yes. Is it overactive? Yes. Okay. So all are overactive. Maybe we're on high alert, we're very stressed, we're very overwhelmed, we're filled with a lot of energy, maybe energy that doesn't belong to us, that we picked up from the world and other people, and we need to go ahead and clear that and do some balancing work and do some calming, soothing work today. So I'm going to go back with my amethyst wand and do a little bit more specific work on each to take out some of that excess energy in a very gentle, soothing way, kind of trying to help open up and release what blocking you and causing the overactivity. Upper dantian, the yin point. Asking our guides and angels and all of the members of our spirit team to come help guide us, help us relieve some of this pressure that has been built up. Just gently removing what is ready to be removed, what we are allowed to remove, in order to clear space for you to receive some balance and contentment. I'm doing this very close to your forehead because it feels like the energy that you are currently dealing with that has you very stressed out has a lot to do with very recent and current circumstances. It doesn't feel like long-held issues. I mean, I'm sure that there are some in there, but it feels like what needs to be cleared today are things that are more immediate. Maybe they're minor, maybe they're major, but they have been picked up recently by the world and the people around you, the events of the things going on around you. And they're not so deeply rooted that they can't be brushed away. Okay. And then doing the same with the heart center, the middle dantian. This also, all of this feels very immediate in each dantian. It's like there's this overarching net that's been cast over you recently of just kind of day-to-day, moment-to-moment stressors and overwhelm that we need to let go of for this healing. And just remember, as my teacher, Sarah, who is also on YouTube, Sarah Louise Tilsley, always says, and I'm paraphrasing because I might not say it exactly the way she does, but no one needs you, what is it? Now I'm forgetting it. I'll just try to do it as best I can. No one needs you in this moment. You are right where you're meant to be in this moment. There's nothing for you to do. There's nowhere for you to be. No one for you to answer to. This is exactly where you should be. There's nothing else to worry about right now. Okay, and then doing the same in the lower dantian. Daily energy that might be stressing or overwhelming your sense of security and stability, material and physical worth, your material and physical abundance or security. We're going to let that go right now. We're going to breathe that out. Take a deep cleansing breath for me at your own pace and really release the stressors, or just release the idea of them and overthinking them right now in order to make space for this healing. Okay. Final brush. And I'm going to go ahead and start placing the Reiki energy into each dantian. Alright, so I'm actually going to do this on the other side. Just feels like where I want to be for this. Okay. So here, actually, I've decided to start down here. We are going to start with the Luish Owen. It is from the rowan tree, the Celtic symbol for the rowan tree, and it's called Luish. And we're using this on the lower dantian today. And this is going to be about protection, discernment, strong boundaries, good judgment, common sense. It helps you keep your wits about you, and it's really good protection for your household, children, because this is the root and the base of your body. It's where we have our kind of physical and material life, where we feel our sense of safety, security, stability, where we can get a solid, rooted grounding happening. And so, kind of the first line of defense in order for us to do that is this sense of protection and discernment, strong boundaries, good judgment, and common sense. Those kind of basic fundamental ideas, I feel, really help us create that strong base that we need in order to move into a more enlightenment phase and really take on the day. Placing protection, placing good discernment and good judgment, placing strong boundaries, placing common sense and keeping your wits about you, and protection for your household and all of your things on the material and physical plane that need protection in your life, your home, your family, your finances, all that good stuff, your health. Using the rowan tree to help with this phase of good discernment. And then moving up into the heart space, the middle dantian. And we are going to be using the Ogham of Chinya, which is the holly tree. And this helps to enable balance when there are struggles. It's a very calming and soothing Ogham. It helps to give love unconditionally. Also very beneficial for deep-rooted anger, hatred, jealousy, and revenge, which I find are often things we hold a lot in our heart space mostly. So kind of clearing away any of that deep-rooted anger, jealousy, resentment, all of that, in order to make space for more of that unconditional love that can be given and received freely, unconditionally. And really promoting a sense of balance with the Chinya, finding that balance in life after we have used our good judgment and invoked our strong boundaries and feel very protected and deeply rooted in our common sense. We can then move into a phase where we work more towards balancing our life, and we are working to get rid of some of the overactivity here of those negative emotions of the resentment and jealousy and hurt and anger and maybe even hatred, and balancing that out with unconditional love. Those are human emotions. Anger, hurt, resentment. They have their place and we're meant to feel them, but hanging on to them and deeply rooting into them isn't healthy for anyone involved. So trying to balance that out with more of the love and forgiveness that the heart wants to achieve. Letting go of the stress and overwhelm that has brought us to those feelings of anger and resentment, hurt, and calming and soothing them with the Chinya. Okay, and then moving up to the upper dantian, the yin-tang point, with the Eva, which is white poplar. This is the Celtic Ogham on a white poplar stick. Placing this symbol into the upper dantian. The Eva is known as the gateway tree to the other world. It helps to assist us with acclimating to dramatic or increased changes in energy. It helps promote spiritual wisdom, and it helps us reach an enlightenment phase of spiritual contentment and the ability to be in harmony with those around you. So it's kind of a progressive healing where we started in the lower dantian, really working on our protection, discernment, strong boundaries, good judgment, common sense. And once we were able to get solid and stable with those very material, physical ideals, we're then able to move into a place in our heart where we are letting go of the excess of hatred, jealousy, revenge, anger, resentment, hurt. And we're clearing that and making more space for unconditional love and really promoting more of a balance in our lives. And once we've achieved that, we can move up to this upper dantian with the gateway tree to the other world. And this is really where the spiritual enlightenment happens, so that we can receive this contentment where it's like it doesn't matter what's going on. We can be content and be in harmony with those around us in this physical world around us, because we are in this enlightenment phase that is the gateway to the other world, where we know what matters and what doesn't, and what we can let go of. So it really feels like you can't progress on this journey without going in that order. So the Eva to help open you up to that contentment. You have a strong enough and solid enough foundation where you have enacted your proper boundaries and protected yourself, so that you have been able to achieve balance in order to give and receive love and let go of what isn't serving you, which has then opened up the gateway to just being able to feel content with the world around you and the people around you. You're enlightened enough. Now, I'm certainly not proposing that we become in a period of contentment or a place of contentment where we don't care about fixing the problems around us. We can still hold space and acknowledge that there are problems around us, that there are things we need to do about it, that it is important for us to be active and involved in trying to change the world around us for the better. We are not just going to sit back and let it all happen without trying to affect important positive change. That can also happen simultaneously with acceptance and contentment. You can accept where things are right now. You can become content in your own life, in your own healing journey. And that will actually put you in a better space, in a better headspace, a better physical space, to be able to go out and affect the change that you want to see in the world. You're not letting all of the horrible things get you down to a place of not being able to do anything, where you're just stagnant and inactive and paralyzed. But instead, you have gotten yourself to such a good place of good boundaries and balance and contentment and acceptance that you are able to go out and do the things you want to do to affect change in the world with a very healthy perspective, in a way that doesn't drain you or deplete you. And you know, when you come back at the end of the day and you are feeling a bit drained and depleted, you can go back into shoring up your boundaries and your protection, and then shoring up your balance and your commitment to love, and then getting back to that place of enlightenment and acceptance and contentment, to then go out again and do it again when you are ready and able. Eva. Okay. Now I'm just going to check back in with each dantian. I want to go back to the same side I did it on before. I don't know why I'm just being called to switch sides here back and forth, but okay. Does the upper dantian still need healing? No. Does the middle dantian still need healing? Does the lower dantian still need healing? No. Have we balanced all of the dantians today? Yes. Okay. Good job, you guys. I know that you worked really well with me on this to make it happen. And you did a great job. So now I'm just going to take my kyanite and really go around the top of your head, over your body, to seal in all this amazing healing work we did to it today, to keep you rooted and grounded and solid in your boundaries, your discernment, your good judgment and protection, common sense, and to seal in and keep you balanced, rooted in a place of love, very calming, soothing energy, and then sealing in the spiritual wisdom and the enlightenment of spiritual contentment and the ability to be in harmony with those around you, connecting you to the other world, to the messages and downloads and guidance and love from your ancestors and angels and guides and all of your spirit team. To keeping out the negative influences that are trying to drain you and sealing in the positive healing that we have done here today. Okay. Thank you all so much for joining me on this journey today of discernment, balance, and contentment. I really appreciate you being here, and I would love to hear from you in the comments. I love it when you like and share my videos and share your thoughts with me. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I'm getting very close to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm very excited to hit that milestone hopefully soon. Alright, thank you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day.